put your hands together for Ayanu. And she's going to be doing a speech entitled Celebrating Diversity at Afro Carib Fest. Johnson Park Afro Carib Fest. Let's hear it for Ayanu.
My name is Yanu and I'm going to talk about Afro Carib Fest, celebrating our diversity. Has anyone ever asked you where you are from? And you replied, I'm from na-na-na in Africa, or I'm from na-na-na in the Caribbean? Well, I'm going to tell you the similarities, differences, the roots and history of African and Caribbean people. Let's start with the differences between the two. The first similarity is that we both come from the same place. Believe it or not, Caribbeans are basically Africans as well, because the Caribbean ancestors were slaves that were brought from Africa, maybe Congo, Nigeria, Ghana, Angola, and other countries in the African continent. Secondly, we are black people, so we can relate better than other races. That includes white, brown, as in Indian and Arab, and Asian. Third, we both speak Pidgin English, aka broken English. Let's take Nigerians for an example. Nigerians say too much wahala, which means too much trouble. And Caribbeans, Pidgin English, also known as Creole, would say pick me down or pick me, which means kids. Fourth, why do we have carnivals and festivals? It's to reveal culture and brings people together and having fun through celebrations, street parties, parades, and other forms of entertainment. African countries have festivals for religious purposes, traditional and social events. Most of the festivals are celebrated in honor of gods and deities of the respective tribes that celebrate them in Africa. And the Black Caribbeans have carnivals or festivals because of religious conversion and freedom and celebrations. Basically the same reason. Now let's move to the differences between the two. First, the accents. The accents of African people and Caribbean people are really different. Secondly, the area. So Africa is full of land on the world map, and the Caribbean region is surrounded by water and land, but mostly water. Third, food. Although the Caribbean ingredients in food are similar to African ingredients, Jamaicans specifically likes a lot of fish, and then Trinis and Tobagonians like vegetables like yam, sweet potatoes, and others. And Africans like meat, rice, and fish. Originally, the main food of Africans are swallow. For example, in Nigeria, what they call swallow are eba, amala, fufu, pounded yam, and other African countries have something related to these foods. In West Africa, the most popular dish is jollof rice and chicken. There is always a friendly competition amongst these two countries. Who does it best between Nigeria and Ghana? While in the Caribbean, their most popular dish is jerk chicken from Jamaica. A quick fact is Africa used to be called Al-Kebulan, meaning the Garden of Eden. And the Caribbean region used to be called West Indies. Another fact is that the first set of people on Earth were from Africa. So we are all technically family. So any random person you see is theoretically your family. So if anyone is racist to you, just say, the first set of people that were on Earth were Africans, so we're basically family. Actually, I don't know if you should say that, because that sounds weird in one way or another. Now, we are diving into the roots. The roots of Black Caribbeans are that they are African slaves that were brought from Africa and transported to the Caribbean from the Atlantic slave trade. Basically, the Europeans were trading African slaves across the Atlantic Ocean to America and the Caribbean and whatnot. Thankfully, the Spanish government didn't like them doing the Atlantic slave trade, so they wanted to end it, and it did thankfully end. And for Africans, it ties to the same slavery story of the Black Caribbeans. If you are a Caribbean person, I urge you to find out which country of Africa your ancestors came from. It's very important because knowing where you are from will help you get to where you're going in life faster. Don't be lost. In conclusion, I hope I have shared some thoughts with you and that you have learned one or two things from my presentation. Anyway, thank you for listening and have a great day. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons command. Quand on passe porter le pays, il sait porter la gloire. Ton histoire est une